We've long had links with the universities because physio students as part of their course need to complete a certain number of clinical hours to get the appropriate qualifications. And so what happened, I suppose, in the scenario here is that a lot of routine services stopped. So that also meant that a lot of physio students that were meant to be happening came to an end or weren't available anymore. And so I think we were looking at novel ways between the uni and ourselves as to how we could provide that experience for them to get their clinical hours up and that experience, but also in a way that would also be mutually beneficial to us as a department.
So I started 2 weeks ago and I started on respiratory ward, so I was mainly on intensive care unit. So it was a bit daunting to start with because when I opted in, I didn't expect to straight away be put on intensive care unit with COVID patients. But then my educator, Physio, he was very calm with it and said if I did feel uncomfortable, I could tell him and go off the ward. But that was never the case. I always felt safe in the PPE and got a lot of experience from it. They've all been very helpful. If I'm struggling and I can ask anybody questions and I feel confident in that. If I'm struggling on the ward with a particular patient, I don't feel nervous about asking anybody for help. If it's a nurse or a healthcare assistant, I feel quite comfortable.
So we've been utilised as physiotherapy students and therapy assistants, working with different people in the community and on different wards, just helping people mobilise. Depending on what patient we get, I've just been adapting to the situation.
It's been a real eye-opener for me, because obviously coming from a sports background in physiotherapy, my previous placements have been in sport and I haven't really had much chance to get into the NHS. So it's been a real eye-opener for me to get into the NHS and see what it's like. But now I've learned, I think every day I'm learning something new, I'm experiencing something different. I'm working with someone different, whether it's the occupational therapist, I'm with the physiotherapist. Just seeing their different assessment techniques and almost how they speak to patients. So I'm definitely learning every day, working with different people, yeah.
I think out of all of the placements I've had, this has been very a supportive one from everybody, and there's not been any tension between teams, so I would fully recommend this placement to other students. It's been very helpful.